Readers lead and leaders read. This is campinggeartv.com. I'm your host, Ben.
I'm Josh.
With us as always is Gary.
Yeah.
Back for round two.
Yeah.
Mr. Mortimer.
Yeah.
Today we are looking at a flashlight of epic proportions.
Yeah.
By epic, I mean epically small.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really call this a flashlight. I like to refer to it as a extremely compact, lightweight, clip-on headlamp. And let me just tell you, I've had this thing for almost a year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, right?
Yeah.
I've had this little guy for almost a year, and it's been on every trip I've gone on, and with maybe only one exception to test out a headlamp, I've used this as my headlamp on every trip I've been on, and never even intended to use it. See, sometimes a company such as Pelican.
You never intended to review it?
Yes, never intended to review
it.
Like,
never intended to use it. I was like, you're using it a lot. Never intending to use it.
So a company like Pelican will send us sometimes like a lot of stuff, right? And let's say they send us a couple different flashlights and a case and one of these, right? Well, we can't oversaturate the show with, too many products from one brand because we have to kind of keep it real a little bit. Although, granted, we have reviewed a lot of Pelican stuff over the last couple of years.
This is a really good company.
Yeah, and they've sent us some, pretty cutting-edge stuff sometimes. But this is one of the products that came, and we said, nah, we're not going to put that on the review list, right? But I've just used it so much that I thought we got to put this on the show because it's been one of the coolest little gadgets that I've enjoyed on every trip I've been on in the last year, and it's the VB3 2220 LED flashlight, they call it.
What do you think VB stands for?
Very badass.
Okay.
Maybe.
Sure, all right.
Times 3.
Okay.
VB3. Here's how it works in a nutshell, right? If you want to use it as a flashlight, you can. All right, you can point it around. But here's where it really gets nice. You clip it onto your hat, right? When you don't want to use it, you flip this up and you close it and the light's off. See? Light's off. When I flip it up, it's on. So put it on your hat. You walk around, you don't even feel it up there, right? And okay, so if you don't wear a hat while you're camping or hiking in the dark, then it's not going to work for you as a headlamp. But for me, it's great, even for fishing at night. It's awesome.
I will say that first of all, I take a hat with me on every single trip.
Yeah.
Because especially if you're out and you're hiking during the day, sun is bright. You're gonna want. For me, it's real important to have a hat and sunglasses.
Yeah.
So I have that option, and it's never really occurred to me too much because I usually take a headlamp with me on every single trip.
Yeah.
Especially in the months later in the year and it gets darker earlier in the year.
Sometimes headlamps just aren't comfortable.
Yeah, they're not the. I agree. They're not the most comfortable to wear.
Right.
And obviously, a headlamp is more.
Right.
It takes up more space and it weighs more than that does right there.
Let's be honest. It's not fair to compare this to all headlamps.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
It's an alternative that in certain situations is very lightweight, compact, and convenient.
I agree. I mean, because Petzl makes amazing products and amazing headlamps.
You don't compare this to that.
Yeah.
It's just not in the same category.
Sure. Yeah, I agree.
It's a totally different thing. But you can see with what I'm doing here that this is a great option for a lot of people, and it costs $13.
Right.
The
Petzl headlamp does not cost $13.
No, I've gotten so much use out of this thing for $13. It's just it's changed my life.
Would you
forever?
Right, for $13.
Yeah.
Would you say that? Now I'm just asking. Would you say that headlamp, that brightness, like say the sun is set, it's dark outside, and you've got to hike for another hour, you need some light. Is that on your hat going to be bright enough for you to hike in somewhat difficult terrain?
I want something brighter.
Sure. Right.
Yeah.
So that's probably where the Petzl headlamp comes in.
Yeah.
And
this isn't going to flood an area.
Sure.
It's not going to put out a beam way out into the distance. So yeah, you bring up a really fair point.
But you would say that forget the lantern, forget the flashlight. It's dark out. I'm around the campsite.
Yeah.
I need to go potty.
Right.
I need to go get something from the tent.
Yeah.
I'm up early. I'm up early in the morning.
Yeah, look in the backpack.
Yeah, the sun hasn't come up yet, and we're getting a move on.
Right.
An hour or two earlier.
Yeah.
This is the product you want.
I'm naked and I need to find my underwear.
Happens to us
and
all.
I can't.
Right. A bear has probably stolen my
Because
underwear.
I got drunk the night before and I got
So out of
naked
it,
while on the campsite, and my pants are on somebody else's campsite.
Right.
And now they're awake, and it's already 3 in the afternoon.
Right.
How am I gonna?
It's a fiasco. You
Yeah.
don't want to be involved in, but if you get the headlamp, it's just going to help you make the situation just a whole lot better. Yeah, most definitely.
So it's got dual super bright white LEDs, and they say that you may never need to replace them, right? Because LEDs, like they say, last freaking forever. Provides over 30 hours of runtime on the battery, and the battery in this, it has two CR20323V lithium coin cells that are included. You can get these in a bunch of different colors. It can attach to surfaces up to a 1/2 inch thick.
Can you get it? Do you know? Can you get
pivots?
it? Can you get it in orange? Do you know?
Pivot to a full one. I think so. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's like 5 colors you can get it in. Orange might be one of them.
Sure.
Pivots 180 degrees, so here all the way back for aiming light where you need it. And that's pretty much it. $13, Pelican.com. Highly recommend this one. What a great stocking stuffer with Christmas right around the corner.
It's not around the corner. It just happened.
Oh.
Yeah, you
Okay.
got a whole, but you can really, a lot of times I find a good New Year's resolution is to get my Christmas shopping done now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Take back that crap you didn't want. Pick this up.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, go to Pelican's website. They are one of the few companies where it's like, I would bet the farm that whatever product they sell, I can order, it will come to me, it will work, and I can even hit it with a hammer and it will still work. You know, they're just that, they make those types of products. They can take an absolute beating and keep on working.
Right.
I have to be honest, I'm actually surprised that that's only $13. I actually would have thought that maybe been like 20, 25.
They got some affordable stuff over there at Pelican. They're doing good things.
Yeah, really, really good. Pelican.com, go check it out. You will be surprised. The URL pelican.com does not take you to a website about birds, but about
Can't win them all.
lights and cases. No, you cannot. So, but until next time, he is Josh, Gary, good friend Mortimer. I am Ben. We are campinggeartv.com.